Today's quick tip is about feeding your dog, and not as much as what you're feeding them, but how you're feeding them. Very often people start with, let's say for example, a dry kibble, and that's their mealtime food for their dog. But then their dog is a little bit of a picky eater, so they start adding on extras. Extra treat, maybe extra fruit, maybe some yogurt, depending on what it is. And then you very quickly teach your dog not to eat their regular food because they will wait you out until you put on that special something. So what you need to do is feed your dog their regular dry food or their wet food, whatever it is, and teach them that that is what they're eating for the mealtime. It is totally okay that over time you can sprinkle in the fun stuff, whether it's for a holiday, whether it's for their birthday, or just a random special occasion. You need to make sure that the dog understands that their meal is what you're feeding them and not to wait out for that bonus little extra on top. Because if your dog is waiting out, no matter what you put on it, it could be an indication of something more serious, maybe a medical issue. So if no matter what you feed your dog, they're not eating that food, definitely consult with your vet. But generally speaking, don't let your dog train you into what you give them. You have to be very strict and very structured in what you're feeding your dog because you want to make sure your dog is getting a healthy, nutritious meal. And this is totally separate from the actual brand or the type of food you're giving your dog. And keep in mind, every dog is different. Some brands and some types of food work better for certain breeds and for certain activity levels and for certain specific dogs in terms of what their personality traits are as far as what their likes and dislikes are. But generally speaking, make sure to keep a structured schedule with feeding your dog.